Very simple. So now I'll bring Matt out and we'll go from there. So, okay, all we're going to do is we're going to step back into the post again, okay, and stepping into the post, then we make a half lotus with the left hand. Remember, we do them both left and right to balance out. You don't want to just do it on one side, because doing it on one side will cause you to be more yin or more yang, depending on which side you do it on. So now we make the thumb fist. There we go. Okay, and so now pericardium 1 is going to be right on the outside of the nipple. Okay, and so you just point that just like this, right at pericardium 1, and he takes a deep breath in. Okay, and then as he breathes out, he moves to the next point, pericardium 2. Okay, breathe in, and as he breathes out, he moves to the next point, pericardium 3. And if you don't know where the point, he just keeps on going down the line. And as he's doing that, I'm going to explain something. Even if you don't know what the points are on the pericardium meridian, again, it's not a big deal. You know, just break your arm up into 9 sections and breathe and move a couple inches, breathe, move a couple inches, breathe, move a couple inches. It wasn't a rocket scientist who figured this out. You know, it was some guy sitting on a dirt floor who didn't have anything better to do, you know, than figure this out. You know, there was no Nintendo or anything like that back then. So, and now he pushes it out, very good, and shake, okay, and that's all there is for the pericardium meridian, number 1. Okay, now we'll go over number 2 posture for the pericardium meridian. Second posture for the pericardium is we go back to the same thumb mudra, okay, and I take a step with my left foot back, and it doesn't matter which foot you step back with first, but right now by taking a left foot step backwards, the energy is lining up this way, so I'm working on yang. Right is yang, left is yin. And so if I take my right foot and move it backwards, now the energy is moving this direction, so it's moving to the left side of my body, so it will be yin, okay? And that's what I meant earlier when I said depending on what side. Like if you have a weakened condition of yang, which is maybe like kidney stones or just weak organ function, you're very lethargic, you want to practice more of the yang side than you do on the yin side. If you are overactive or hyperactive, or you have hyperactive conditions, you'd want to practice more on the yin side than you would on the yang side. So, anyway, conceptional vessel is a meridian that runs up the front of the body, and a conceptional vessel 17, which is located right dead center between the nipples, right at the sternum notch. Okay, this is the alarm point for the pericardium. This is where the organ actually takes in energy and feeds from. So, I use my thumb mudra, I step back into my half post, and I slowly turn my thumbs in, and you'll kind of feel like 2 laser beams hitting, and then I'm going to turn it in right to that point, and I'm going to point it straight in to the pericardium, and you'll feel it just heat up, and it may even make you nauseous if you have a heart condition, but it's only because it's trying to fix it. So practicing the Qigong will help elevate your health level. So I do that for 9 breaths, and after 9 breaths, I open my fist slowly into a half lotus, and then turn it out, and breathe out, and shake off. And so now I'll do that again with no commentary, so you can take a look and see what it's supposed to look like. I'll do it on the right side, or I'll do it on the yin side this time. I did it on the yang side last time. Okay, very easy. Okay, Matt, you'll come up. Okay. So Matt's going to try to do this technique, and so you see me how I do it. Go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, he's in his pose stance. And he makes the thumb pointing mudra. Okay, and he's pointing straight in. Very good, right there. And there'll be tremendous heat right here coming from the thumbs. And the more you can point them in, there you go. And it's like the wrist is kind of dead, and there's no energy. You don't use any physical. You don't bend them. You just kind of let them be dead. They're just kind of floppy. Even if you have to bring your elbows down like this, or you put them out like that. Either way is fine, just as long as those thumbs are pointing in right at that point. And you just kind of lightly concentrate on that point, or even if you don't know where the point is, just concentrate on wanting to hit that point, and it'll happen. You don't even have to know where it's at. So now after 9 breaths, he opens up into the half lotus, and then turns the energy back out, and pushes out, and shakes off. Okay, so very good, very simple. And that is the second one for the pericardium. Now we'll do the first one for the triple heater meridian. Now we're going to do the technique posture for the triple heater meridian, and then we'll do the one for balancing the organ. So the mudra we're going to use for this one, and in case I haven't explained what a mudra is yet, mudra is just simply a hand position that helps to cultivate, like a satellite dish cultivates waves, and then they're shot back out in a beam. So the different posture creates a different energetic pattern. And so the mudra, or hand position, that we're going to be using for triple heater is it's kind of an odd shaped one. It's got like 3 fingers, and then the pinky tucks in, but it's like the hand is dead, thumb points straight out, and it's just like you kind of they call it the withered fist, and it's like it doesn't really have any striking application, not as a fist, it's more of a fingertip strike, but this mudra is used for the triple heater meridian. And all we're going to do is I'm going to start from this position, just a neutral position, and I'm going to hold this arm up, and so this will be doing the yin side, and I make the mudra, and I shift to my right, and I turn my foot into like an L stance from martial arts, and I slowly move it up starting from the ring finger, and I'm going to do 9 breaths, and I'm going to break it into break the meridian in my mind into 9 sections. So my 9 breaths, and half lotus to finish. So my 9 breaths will break up the meridian into 9 sections. So that's kind of sets the pace for how quickly I want to do it. And so I'll do it from the right side now, working on the yang side. And so here's my mudra, and I turn my foot pointing at the 90, arms up here. I come up, concentrating lightly on the meridian. I do my breathing, and this one comes around the elbow, around the shoulder, and it comes around the ear, and then off the eye, and then I turn back and roll into the half lotus and discharge. Now I'll do it without talking so you can get the idea.